Cream, I was just scared out of my wits, but... Well, anyway, thanks.
Not at all, Miss Barton. That's what I'm here for.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Goodbye, Miss Barton. Bye, Patty.
Looks like we can shut up shop now. The last one.
Oh.
About time, too. You look a little tired.
Oh, I'm not too tired, Millie. Oh, why don't you lock up and go on? I'll be here a little while yet.
Now, you're not going to work.
No, I won't be long. I just want to dictate a couple of things here, but you don't need to wait. You can type them up in the morning.
All right, Doctor. But don't stay too long. It's been a full day. See you in the morning?
Oh, sure, Millie. Good night.
Good night.
Yes, it has been a full day. Everything from stitching up little Patty Barton's hand to delivering a baby to diagnosing a case of leukemia. Delivering a death sentence. Patty Barton, severe laceration of the right hand, severance of the flexor tendon of the index. I'll have to check this out with Cummings, but there's not much room for doubt. Acute leukemia. Millie, head this one up, to whom it may concern. It's not a report, it's, well, just type it up and we'll decide later what to call it. All set? To whom it may concern. You don't know me, but I know you. You're young, probably in high school, or just getting started in college. You're sharp, with a first-class mind and plenty of potential in a lot of directions. And your future is full of promise. Only you haven't quite decided which promise you want to hold yourself to. Maybe you've already kicked some career ideas around with guidance people, a faculty advisor. Or maybe your parents. Or perhaps successful men in various fields. If you have, one of them is sure to have come up with the idea of practicing medicine, being a doctor. Dr. Smith. How about Dr. Harrison? Or Dr. Psychovich? Whatever your name is, that title doctor sounds mighty good in front of it. But maybe you've heard that getting into med school is no snap. It isn't if you're a dolt, but you're not. The medical school admission routine is an appraisal of you as a person. Are you physically able to carry the study load? Are you emotionally mature? Have you been able to discipline yourself to the adult world of learning? Did you make above average grades and still have time for social development along the way? You will be evaluated for your interest in the world you live in. A doctor doesn't deal with a mechanical contraption of bones and muscle. He deals with man, who is influenced by society, and so the doctor must understand society. The medical school will want to know if you like people, for no one will work with them more intimately than you will. Are you naturally sympathetic, wanting to help those around you, whatever the crisis? You will be given the greatest trust one person can give another, and you must live up to that trust. It must color every act of your life, for such is the characteristic of the true doctor. When the postman finally delivers that letter you've been waiting for, the one that tells you you've been accepted into medical school, it means more than a chance to do exciting work. It's an accolade in its own right. It says to the whole world that you're top-notch. They don't come any better. You pass the letter around, trying to be nonchalant, but deep down you revel in being one of those chosen to serve mankind. It doesn't hurt, of course, that the eyes that look up to you are the biggest blue eyes in the world. Perhaps you're wondering why I'm telling you all this. And I wonder myself. Except that even though I may seem to you to be rather ancient, I still feel close to you and the way you feel about things. Or maybe I'm just taking stock of myself as a doctor in the comparatively few years I've been in practice, because I do feel like I'm really just getting started. It'll have to be the same way with you. There aren't any boy doctors. There are only men. Men aged by at least 5 years of intensive study beyond the college level. Study in 21 different fields: anatomy, biochemistry, physiology, microbiology, and on into clinical practice. None of it's easy, and there's too much for one human being to ever hope to master, except that from the first time you learn to take a pulse, it's there, the throbbing beat of life, under your fingertips, echoing through your stethoscope, whispering all around you, as the living, beating heart of man pounds out its urgent message. Life must go on. Life must go on. Life must go on. That's the challenge you accept in the study of medicine, the responsibility for preserving life. When you study the intricacies of life, it comes first, before family, friends, or your own liberty. Otherwise, stay out of medicine. It has no place for you, nor you for it. You may as well know, if you don't already, that the study of medicine exacts a tough financial toll, You'll probably be able to see fellows your own age start living off the fat of the land, while you, and it's at least 5 years more after college before you begin to earn. Of course, you can apply for scholarships and loan funds, which are available. But unless you can count on fairly substantial help from your family or latch onto a working wife, you may have to resign yourself to starting practice on the red ink side of the ledger. As I dictate this, I am well aware that I may scare you out of a wonderful field, a field that is rich and rewarding. For although few doctors amass great financial wealth, there is no satisfaction on earth, no amount of money or valuables, which can buy the look in a parent's face when you break the news that that child will live, and live a normal life. No man can claim a richer reward than this, the trembling look of gratitude from one whose suffering has been eased. It is a look which you will know many times in your working life, and it will always be the spur which drives you to your greatest efforts. Perhaps you will be an OB, battling time to induce that first yell of defiance from a new life. And the look will be a heartfelt thank you. Perhaps you'll be a surgeon whose scalpel must cut swiftly and unerringly, while the face is unknowing and still. Whatever your field in medicine, you're caught up in the most fundamental battle of mankind. It is you and life against disease and death. The techniques will become so familiar to you that your hands go about them almost automatically, but never your mind and never your heart. You will bring comfort to the man afraid, the man who wants to live. His enemy is your enemy, and what he cannot do for himself, you will do. Together, you will fight the thing he fears, and God willing, you will triumph.